Well, it's easy to become numb to straight-up media bias, propaganda these days. So the Ingraham Angle is keeping track of the worst offenders of the week. Joining me now is Adam Guillette, president of Accuracy in Media. Adam, thank you so much for being here. This is always a tough job, so much to choose from. Adam, the biggest loser this week is undoubtedly CBS 60 Minutes for its hatchet job on Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. We don't need to play the clip. Everyone's seen it by now. It's because it's focused on accusations of pay-to-play, which DeSantis denies. 60 Minutes then deceptively edited the clip to exclude most of the governor's adamant answer. But Adam, what's the fallout been? Has there been any sort of mea culpa at all from CBS?
Well, of course there wouldn't be, because they were working hard to take down the likely Republican nominee for 4 years from now. They were doing the work that their allies in the progressive movement expect them to do.
Yes.
I think the big lesson of this is that Florida really, and I'm a Floridian, Florida excels in so many ways. We have better weather than the New Yorkers. We have better economy than New Yorkers. We even have better Democrats than the New Yorkers. 2 Democrats in Florida put facts before partisanship, came to the defense of Ron DeSantis. Imagine if the media put facts before partisanship. Doesn't happen at CBS News.
No, it doesn't. And a big black eye for 60 Minutes, which has a reputation for not normally doing things like this. And they went all in on bias with that story. Next up is this absolutely absurd statement from MSNBC's Joe Scarborough. Watch this.
Biden seems to me to be a mirror image of Ronald Reagan. Reagan, who was seen as temperamentally moderate. Everybody's granddad. People liked Reagan. Here we have with Joe Biden a guy who's temperamentally moderate, a guy that Republicans and talk radio bashes, suggests that he's just horrible or out of his mind. And he's just good old Joe.
He said it with a straight face, as he was a congressman who was part of, the follow-on to Reagan. I mean, Joe Biden is about as Reagan-esque as Jimmy Carter. Your response to this?
Well, Joe Biden is the mirror image of the caricature they painted of Ronald Reagan.
Sure.
He is the happy, goofy, silly buffoon. But whereas Reagan had wit, Biden has gaffes. Whereas Reagan viewed the White House as his life's mission, he wanted to defeat the Soviet Union, Biden views the White House as his nursing home. That's why he delegates the border crisis to Kamala Harris. Had 30,000 votes gone differently, Biden would be at the Villages right now trying to flirt with your grandma. It is amazing for Scarborough to say that. I grew up with Reagan as a hero. He was a hero of mine. Joe Biden is no Ronald Reagan.
Yes, I mean, Reagan cut against the culture. He had everyone against him. You've got Biden, admittedly a transitional presidency, third term of Obama, no set of convictions, totally different. It's amazing. All right, last one here. The media continues to carry water for the left's cause. Case in point, we're hitting CBS again here, and they deserve it. They ran with this headline, CBS. They said 3 ways companies can help fight Georgia's restrictive new voting law. You can help. But they eventually stealth-edited the headline to say activists are calling on companies to challenge new voting laws. But they kept the thrust of the article. They literally didn't even change the 3 ways in it. Now, what's strange, though, is that while CBS is pushing to punish Georgia, it doesn't want to boycott a major sporting event where they could make some money. Listen to this clip.
Viacom CBS, that's us, is one of the many companies publicly opposing the voting law. CBS Sports will broadcast the Masters as it's done for more than 60 years. Got history there.
Okay, so CBS is opposing the law, but CBS will broadcast from Georgia. Got history.
Yeah, I like that for once they were honest. We say this all the time at Accuracy in Media. These people pretend to be journalists, but they're really activists. And they admit it, because when they put the tweet back up, they just said, well, it's not us saying this, it's activists saying this, as if there is a difference between the two. And it's so frustrating. The left realizes they can't get their ideas through via legislation, so now they try to do it via corporation. They have some willing allies who will clamp down on free speech in the big tech sphere out west, and now they just bully companies like Coke and Delta into doing what they want. That's where our side should be fighting, in the culture.
Well, thank you for fighting it, Adam Guillette. Appreciate your time. Great stuff.